Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Welcome back to another Memory Planning Monday video. Today's video is going to be slightly different. It's more about pre-planning and my thought process behind how I make these spreads happen. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. This video is a bit different. I thought I would film not necessarily the process part, take a little break and show you like the pre-planning to the planning, if that makes sense. So as someone who's newer to the memory planning, modern memory keeping world, I'm always looking at these, when I first stepped onto this in January, I was looking at all these finished spreads going, how did you arrive at this? This gorgeous, coordinated, cohesive project. And so I thought I would just share that with you. So what I did was I pulled out all the pictures that I had printed out for this week. I keep it simple. For me, printing and like doing the photo part is my least favorite. I know a lot of people get fancy. They do black and white. They make little grids. I am not here for that. Maybe in the future as I get more and more comfortable with this, but for now, this is what we're working with. So I put the dates on the back of all of these photos so that I don't lose track of what day they were for. And then I lay them all out and I kind of see what are the colors that are popping out to me. And I see a lot of like, neutrals, like browns and then greens, some pinks and some blues. And then I also want to take a look then at what is available on my Stop the Blur printable. And for you, if you're not a Stop the Blur subscriber, it could be, what is the kit you want to use this week, or what are the products that you want to use this week. For example, I just purchased a Jen Hadfield kit. So it would be a matter of me looking at, here, I'm going to grab it for you just to give you an example. These are the thickers from the collection. So it gives you sort of an idea of what the colors are and the style. And so I would look at this and say, okay, these are the colors that I'm working with. How am I going to incorporate them throughout the page or pages? So in this case, I'm using Heidi Swap's printables. And I knew that she had, and they're all like cut up and a mess, but I knew that the April Stop the Blur class printable had a lot of blues and pinks. So that one, which like I said, is all chopped up. I printed out in vellum. And then, so a lot of these colors. So then I'm looking at, okay, I definitely want to bring in this April sticker. And I've been dying to use these gorgeous florals on the printable. So there I know I'm going to be using pink, yellow, and green. And then of course, like there's a lot of blue elements. So I'm basically going to be using all the colors, not necessarily these four that are listed at the top, but I'm choosing to use the colors that are listed at the top of this page, which this is from the March Stop the Blur kit. And I love this rainbow and it coordinates as well. So I'm going to use all 5 colors. And so I pulled my Distress Oxiding, so that was my next step. So I've got Spun Sugar, Chip Sapphire, Tattered Rose, Scattered Straw, and Bundled Sage. These are going to be my main 5 colors that I think I'm going to end up working with. Now that obviously could change based on, how things are coming along as I'm actually creating these spreads. So then I went through and I just picked, like, some of these are non-negotiables for me. I definitely want this April decal in there. I definitely want these florals, definitely want these bunnies and this rainbow. Now, I only plan 1/2 week at a time, at least when I'm filming, because it's just way too much. So these are, I've got a lot of photos. This is a really heavy photo week. It's the week of Easter. So, and my husband also got promoted. So we went out to dinner on Friday and we just had like a super packed weekend. So what I do with the photos for the second half is I take them and put them in an empty Stop the Blur pouch. And I know that these are for the second half of the month. And then I'll use this pouch to hold any other embellishments or papers or scraps or things that I used from this half and put them in here and have them ready to go in case I want to use them on this half, okay? So on this side of the page, I've already dated it with these Heidi Swap number stickers, thanks to my friend Christy who sent them. These are called clear date stickers, and there are 924 of them. There are a couple different sizes in the pack. So now I've got to figure out, how do I want to house each of these? So I really want to showcase this photo because it has all the colors that I want to feature in this half week. So I want this one showing, and this one I'll probably hide somehow. And then, oh, that's an extra photo. This was, we were so excited that there was a bird's nest, but then we realized the same day I came home and the nest had fallen and the eggs had cracked. So that was sad, but I wanted to document that. I probably will hide that as well. I'm going to feature this photo because of the colors, and I'm going to feature this photo because of the colors. So now I've got to figure out how I'm going to hide the other photos that I don't want shown. So then I like to figure out, okay, so if I know this one is going to be hidden, here, let me move this stuff out of the way, then what is the way that I want to have that hide? So do I want to make a pocket? Do I want to make a flip up? Do I want to make a tag that pulls out? Lots of different ways, and using all these different pads or folders and things that I have from various Stop the Blur kits. And then of course I also subscribe to Allie Edwards story kit, so I have items from that as well. These are all of the little folders that I have. I kind of keep them all together. And so I think what I'm going to use for this photo, I'm going to have April probably be up here. And then I am going to use this sleeve that I just got from my last order with Heidi Swap. So somehow I'll end up putting this photo on here with journaling, and I'll probably have the journaling be in the front since I want to hide the actual photo, and have that do something like that. And that'll be up here. So I'm kind of laying things out roughly. This I want to hide completely. So I have to figure out what is the best way for me to do that. And you can come back to it too. Like if you're like, I don't really know, that's fine. You can always come back to an idea. I am going to show, I think I'm going to hide this one and show this one just because I never have my picture on here. And I do have, there's blue in this photo, and it's just so cute. This is Jeeves giving me a little kiss. So I will show this. And for balance, I'm going to probably have it be on this side since I have the photos on the left up here. And then I'll move that one here and have this one here. And so that means I need to hide this one and these two. So now I need to look at the products that I have. I think I'm going to create an envelope with, I've got these two different die cuts from Heidi Swap. I also have a drawer where I keep pre-made folders and things like that, it's just really me practicing, but this one maybe, something like it. Although I don't think I want to have two sliding tag elements right on top of each other. There's this one. You know, it will be funny to have, I just got an idea for this because this photo is so cute. Look, he's got that crazy, we call it the zoomies eyes. He's got that crazy look in his eyes because he jumped inside this box and then he was trying to get out. So I snapped it at the perfect time. My husband was making dinner and Jeeves got inside the box. So I think it'll be fun to create an envelope that isn't shut and opens like the box. That's what I'm gonna do for this one. And then that just leaves this photo and these two photos. So let me think. So next I'm gonna go to I have this Storyline Chapters book, and I know a lot of the colors in here are gonna coordinate. So let me, oops. let me see what I've got in here. That gingham yellow is perfect for Easter. And that blue, easygoing. And I just want to see if this blue is going to be about the same. Yeah, I like the love this. Okay, so I need to somehow bring in this card. And let me see if there's a blue paper that matches, because that would be ideal. Although I don't see. Okay. So we do have this color here. And I have this one, but that's more of a gray. I just wish there was this color paper, and I don't think there is. This easygoing. I have an older one. I have two of these, and I actually kind of want a third because this is my favorite, I think, collection. All right, well, this piece is already falling out, so maybe that's a sign that I'm supposed to use it. And did I cut up that tag? I'm going to pull this out as well in case I want to use this paper. I know I've got a bunch of her tags cut up somewhere. Let's see. So this has a lot of tags from various, you know, these little packets I got at Joann. So what I'm doing is looking for that blue tag, and if I see, oh, that's a good color. See, these have been cut out. I think I must have used that blue one on something. Okay. That's from the other collection, Carefree. Yeah, these are Carefree tags, and these are the Storyline Chapters ones. Okay, so no, I'm gonna use this one. So typically in these videos, I do like an intro and I explain what I plan to do briefly, not as in-depth as this, obviously. And then I speed up the camera, put music on, and then do a voiceover. And then I come back at the end and do like a summary and a recap. But this is obviously going to be different. So what I think I want to do is try to use this. See if somehow... I mean, the sentiment easygoing doesn't necessarily go with this, but I think I'm going to try to trim this down and have this fit under here. So now I'm playing around, like I said. That's why I don't secure anything down until I know that's where I want it to go. Where was this? Here. Okay. So I'll trim this one down. I might even, well, I'm not sure how this is going to end up at the end, but I know I want that there. And then here, I want this showing. So this has to be covered, which, let me see, I've got a couple of these left and I have a blue one. These are amazing. I think I need to order some more of these. I wasn't really gonna do navy and yellow, but I was trying to focus more on the green and the pink, which is, it's funny. That's why, you know, when these things happen in your processing, it ends up turning into something different than you anticipated, which is so cool. I think I do like this navy blue over here. The only thing is I'm trying to question where over here I will bring it in, because I have so many photos on this side. It's going to be like one big element. I do have this, so I think somehow I can probably try to bring this over here and bring in some of that color. Ooh, that's a different color though. That's from the May kit. Okay, here's the navy. So what I think I'm gonna do with this photo of Nora, this was my mother-in-law sent her this giant Hello Kitty Squishmallow for Easter. So somehow this will go in here, and then there will be some journaling, and I do want to cover it up, so I might do some journaling on top of this card and somehow have this be in there, and then take the circle and somehow have that, I don't know, somehow play around with that and make that into some sort of interactive element. So there's movement this way on the page, and then this one is going to be that box. So let me I'll do this in real time so you can see. I had to literally dust this thing off, guys. So let me put this down. Like this. And I'm too lazy to tape it down. You could totally do that if you wanted to. And then I'm gonna have to trim this because it's too, can go this way, right? Will that work? Okay, make my sandwich. And you just roll it through. I'm just turning the handle. Okay. And then when you take apart your sandwich, you should have a perfectly cut out envelope. So now what you do, there's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some very faint score lines. I'm gonna take my mini scoreboard. I think I got this, where did I get this? Hobby Lobby, maybe? I don't remember. And I gotta line it up and just make my marks. Make my mark. And then let's see if that works. Oh my gosh. So funny. So it'll really be like you're opening up a box and there's Jeeves. That's hilarious. I'm definitely doing that. I got to figure out how I'm going to sort of make this stay down. But yeah, so this is going to be the way, hopefully you can sort of get an idea. This will be here. This will be trimmed down and go here. This will go here like that, I guess, and then like that. So got a lot of blue and yellow, and then you can see the green, and hopefully I'll try to find some ways to bring in stamping and figure out what other embellishments will go on the page. But now I'm going to do the process off camera, and then when this is all done, I will come back and talk about it. Okay, everybody, so I finished the first half of this week. I'm still in the process of cleaning up my Craftermath, but I wanted to hop on quick and show you the finished product because I don't have much time today. So here it is. I ended up pulling in several other colors. So I added in Shabby Shutters, which is a lighter green, and Stormy Sky, which is a more muted blue. So all in all, I had quite a few inks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 inks. There you go. You don't think you need them all, but you do. Auntie Heidi can tell no lie. So I still have to stamp the date at the top, but I really love the way this turned out. As you can see, as usual, I don't like a lot of white space. So I used a lot of the printables and the gingham papers that I had showed you in the beginning. So here is my attempt at stamping this little card with a lot of fun phrases and floral decor, and then a little sun in the top, added in some bursts, and the date. And there's the picture of the kids playing basketball at school. It just says spring means outside recess, but where is the ball? So that's there. And then this one is the story about the egg falling. Heck yes, absolutely not. And I cut out this heart, like a broken heart, because it was so sad to see that the little eggs were cracked and on the ground when we got home. So, and then this one was I made a mistake. So I stamped on some sticker paper and then put that over the on top of the paper there, and I did, to keep it consistent, do the same thing here, even though there was no mistake here. And this is, I love this. I have the little truck printable stapled here on cardstock that says special delivery, and then in here is the super cute Squishmallow. Came from Gam Gam for Easter. It's huge. Nora was so excited. We miss Gam Gam so much. And there is the giant Squishmallow, which was the Happy Mail that came, so it's totally appropriate to use this truck here. And I kind of like it diagonal. And then Jeeves, and then just the little label that says kisses from Jeeves, my cat. And Nora playing memory, journaling about that. And then the little box flip up, which I secured with a tiny piece of Velcro that I cut up small. And it opens just like the box that Jeeves is in. I think that's so clever. And it just says peekaboo, anytime a box comes, Jeeves has got to get in it. And that's actually the box that the Squishmallow came in, with the date stamped there and the little sentiments that says bruh, bruh, bruh. So funny. Okay, and then all I did was put some 1/8 inch red line tape on the back of the pocket, and then tucked these 2 tiny tags in. This one is really just was me playing with stamping and kind of trying to mimic what I did up here, but on this tag it says Find the Beauty. And then this one, I like the little check marks. It says Quality Time with Nora, Impromptu Abby Playdate, and Starbucks with Rachel. So that is how I'm utilizing those pieces. And you'll see that I also did use the crocodile and the same twine. I really like the way this turned out. It's using more color than I'm used to, but so far these first two, whoopsie, these first 2 spreads have turned out really, really cute. And I'm absolutely loving it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and that you hit the bell so you don't miss any of my content. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Happy Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget to come back next week so you can see how I finished this week's spread. Take care. Remember that you are enough. Bye.